ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a reaction to the action of the World Wrestling Empire! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm The Ledge with my co-host, Devlin Blanchard.
What? Did you miss something there?
I'm supposed to say Prince or formerly Prince. I don't know, something like that.
Slug.
Anyway, we got a great night of action coming at you. Part of the Texas Outlaws, Dirty Dan will be taking on Lightning Lenny.
And then, of course, we're going to see, for the first time on television, the tag team of Renegade and Predator as they take on the Boy Scout Troop 13.
Well,
Military Express.
You know, I admire the Military Express. Those guys have got a lot of guts. They've really improved in the two matches that we've seen them in. And that one guy, he just loves pain. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anybody get beat up and laugh about it. Amazing. Of course, then at the end of the night, we got Scott Summers is going to take on Leopard Man, which should be an awesome match. And then Shane Cortez against Brett Knight for the belt. What an evening.
Yeah, and also tonight we're going to hear from Brett Knight in an interview. We're going to hear from Bone Crusher Bobby Burns, and he's got something really interesting to say, so you better take heed and listen. And somebody else with a belt better listen to what Mr. Burns has got to say tonight.
I see. All right. Well, that's going to be all right here tonight on the World Wrestling Empire. We're going to take a short break and be right back with some action. I'm The Ledge with Prince Devlin Blanchard. And these are our sponsors. Buy something from these people.
Let's call Domino's. They cost too much. Let's call Little Caesar. They don't deliver. Let's call Mazio's. They take too long. Let's call Pizza Hut. No way!
Guys, need a suggestion? Call Luigi's Pizza where you get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one with free delivery. Don't just stand there. Call and get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one. Hey, with all those pizzas, you can even call up the girls and you might just score a
touchdown.
Luigi's Pizza. Look us up in the yellow pages.
When you drive by these storefronts, do you know instantly what they sell? Do you know the flavor, the quality of what's inside? Well, this is just one reason to turn to a Blaze window design for your sign needs. Made from a tough solar film that protects and insulates your windows and reduces ultraviolet rays, these graphics are practical as well as beautiful. Whether in a commercial or residential setting, let a Blaze design create and install a unique sign of your individuality. Oh yes, a Blaze can also fill your other sign needs, from banners to magnetics to auto designs. Call us now.
It's the Shop and Compare carpet sale at Bowen's Discount Carpets.
Shop and compare.
Heavy-duty commercial carpet, only $3.99 per square yard.
Shop and compare.
A new shipment of beautiful nylon carpet, only $4.99 per square yard. Bowen's has hundreds of rolls in stock with name brand carpet and vinyl floor covering at discount prices. Shop the other places and compare prices to Bowen's Discount Carpet, 7736 Charles Page Boulevard, Tulsa.
Shop and compare.
Bowen's Discount Carpet. We refuse to be undersold.
I'm standing here with Brett Knight and his manager, Silverado, who seem to have a few things to say to us. Now, I understand there's been a little change in Annihilator's plans on his tag team partner.
Well, I just want to tell everybody out there that Annihilator has made no change in plans. He still plans on tagging with Brett Knight, but Brett Knight is much more capable of taking the light heavyweight championship than anybody in our camp right now. So that's his prime directive, is to take the belt from Shane Cortez.
Okay, now, I understand you guys have mentioned something about the 30-day rule. Are you trying to use this to force Shane Cortez into a match?
Mr. Shane Cortez, all right, you had a match with Renegade, and you made him come up before the 30 days. But that's all right, because I'm going to do you the same way, punk. I'm not going to get excited now. I'm going to stay calm, cool, and collected. Because I tell you what, when I get in that ring, there's going to be a switch that comes on. And I'm going to guarantee you one thing, Cortez. I'm getting a 3 count in the middle of the ring, and the belt's going to be mine.
There you have it, another challenge at Shane Cortez. I'm The Ledge with Silverado and Brett Knight, and this is the World Wrestling Empire. All right, Brett Knight, we've just seen an interview with him. That guy wants that belt, and I guess he's going to use the same strategy that Shane Cortez did in trying to enforce that 30-day rule.
and he is going to make it happen tonight. He gets his shot at Shane Cortez tonight, and I've got a lot of faith in Brett Knight.
I think that, I don't know, Shane Cortez is a tough competitor. Well, I'll tell you, why don't you talk about the first match?
I will. One half of the Texas Outlaws, Dirty Dan Wilder, the smaller of the two. This man does not like anybody. His best friend is pain, and he will be facing a man that just made its debut here in the Empire a short time ago, Lightning Lenny. Man is quick, he's fast, and he's a high flyer. Let's see what happens when the two different styles clash and collide in the squared circle. For the introductions to the match, we'll take it to the ledge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in our first match for the evening, standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 215 pounds, you know him as one half of the Texas Outlaws, Dirty Dan Wilder.
Once again, these people are showing their ignorance, booing and jeers for Dirty Dan Wilder, who is escorted to the ring by Bone Crusher Bobby Burns, who in my opinion still own these belts that are sitting right in front of me. For the introduction to Dirty Dan's opponent, back up to ledge.
His opponent this evening, standing 6 foot tall, weighing in at 210 pounds, from Charlotte, North Carolina, Lightning Lenny.
Lightning Lenny, of course, is a high flyer. He's a quick man. Dirty Dan Wilder is a mad wrestler. Lightning Lenny is an aerial wrestler. So we're going to have two different styles in the ring here tonight. Let's see. Lightning Lenny on, I believe, his debut or his second match in the Empire, tagged with another gentleman, Panther, to face these two men in a tag match. And Lightning Lenny fared relatively well.
Lightning Lenny, very good wrestler. Look forward to seeing this guy again tonight. Be kind of interesting to see how Dirty Dan Wilder does one-on-one. Not quite used to the individual competition, but the Outlaws have been so confident about their chances at getting the tag team belts that they just felt like they'd just go do some other things while they were waiting on them to give them to them.
Yeah, but once again, notice the presence outside the ring of Bone Crusher Bobby Burns. That is going to be a psychological advantage. And we got Dirty Dan attacking before the bell.
Dirty Dan goes after Lightning Lenny before he can even get there. All right, there's the bell. Doug McCoy's got the action started. Dirty Dan Wilder drives Lightning Lenny right into those turnbuckles right off the bat. Decides he'll help undress the fine man before he gets into the action. Oh, nice move. And Dirty Dan Wilder really taking it to Lightning Lenny early.
You know, I really hope Lightning Lenny fares well in this match and fares well in the Empire, because he's got a family at home depending on him. And he's a poor man from a poor family. So let's hope he can make a little bit of money here in the Empire.
You know, I noticed that being the good guy doesn't necessarily mean you make a lot of money, but I'm sure it's a real fulfilling job. Of course, I'm sure that's something you wouldn't really know about, huh, Devlin?
No, I wouldn't.
Fulfillment and job satisfaction. I think you're more interested in financial status of the whole deal.
I've always had money because of my multiple talents and skills. The same kind of multiple talents and skills Dirty Dan Wilder is displaying tonight. Maybe not right there.
Well, I think that was a little bit of skill displayed by Lightning Lenny, really putting the hurt to Dirty Dan. Big whip off the ropes and a clothesline. Dirty Dan is in trouble on the mat. And then miss with the leg drop.
Looks like he ain't gonna be taking that money home to the crying babies tonight, huh?
Dirty Dan follows up with a couple of nice boots, and Lightning Lenny makes it to the ropes. Referee Doug McCoy in the middle of trying to break the action up, but Dirty Dan is not interested in a clean break.
Oh, and Bone Crusher with a little bit of added punishment from outside the ring.
That guillotine right there could have really taken it out of Lightning Lenny. It looks like he's about to get to his feet, though. Oh, Dirty Dan comes in with a big boot and now goes to work on that wrist.
Wilder will take care of any possible hopes Lightning Lenny has of securing an offense, which he just secured.
All right.
Oh, and look at that, insult to injury.
Well, Dirty Dan Wilder able to get to those ropes. Referee Doug McCoy orders the hold broken, and Lightning Lenny kind of reaches in for a little bit of an insult while he's breaking there.
Well, I think he's playing with fire in there. Wilder is not a man that you want to irritate. He has a short temper and he is mean, and you don't want to irritate him. And Lightning Lenny is off to a good start. And if he doesn't watch himself, he'll have no hope of winning this match, and he'll never take the winner's purse and be able to get that Big Mac that he put on the layaway. That's how poor this guy is. He has to put a Big Mac in the layaway.
Oh, well, right now he's attempting to lay away Dirty Dan Wilder from the Texas Outlaws. Right now these guys are tying it up in the middle of the ring, really going to work on each other. Oh,
big monkey flip.
Good move by Dirty Dan. Drags Lightning Lenny over the top. Goes to work trying to injure that lower back area.
Dirty Dan just sent Lightning Lenny halfway across the ring. He went from one corner to the other in that monkey flip. Dirty Dan's got a lot of power, and you know, I've noticed over the last few weeks and over the course of time of the season, Dirty Dan has put on some muscle, and his time that he has spent in the gym is really starting to pay off, and it's showing on his physical stature.
I have to tell you that the Outlaws are definitely dedicated to what they do. They work out constantly. They're always looking for new strategies and tactics, new moves. They're very creative from time to time. At this point, though, a lot of that experience, I hesitate to use the word going to waste, but hey, Dirty Dan's in there by himself tonight, and none of those tag team tactics are going to count for much here.
Well, the moral support that Bone Crusher can offer from outside the ring might surprise you.
Lightning Lenny kind of got Dirty Dan down on the mat now. Look for some support from the crowd. Dirty Dan Wilder in big trouble against the stronger opponent, Lightning Lenny.
Dirty Dan with a reversal there. He may have used a handful of hair, but I wouldn't think so.
Oh,
Lightning Lenny kick out back to that side headlock.
Able to get that shoulder up on about 2.5. Lightning Lenny brings Dirty Dan back to his feet, into the ropes. Oh, Dirty Dan gets the whip, and Lightning Lenny sends him to the mat with a big shoulder. Follows it up. Good series of moves by Lightning Lenny, and Dirty Dan Wilder dives out of the ring.
Bone Crusher Bobby Burns there complaining to Dog McCoy. But Lightning Lenny had the hair, and Lenny goes out over the top rope.
I looked there for a second like Lightning Lenny was headed for both of the Outlaws. I think if Bone Crusher hadn't have had that flag in his hand, he'd have been down on that concrete.
Yeah, it looked like Burns was getting ready to play Babe Ruth on Lightning Lenny's head there.
Right, Lightning Lenny.
5.
Lightning Lenny able to get the crowd going. Meanwhile, the Texas Outlaws have a few things to say to referee Doug McCoy. Dirty Dan Wilder at this point not anxious to enter back into the ring.
Of course, Bone Crusher Bobby Burns, as well as offering moral support, he can offer tactical advice from outside the ring that Dirty Dan might not consider while he's in the ring.
This is true.
With all the action running through his head.
Yes, this is very true. Right now, Dirty Dan Wilder seems to be looking for an opening, some way to back Lightning Lenny off. Oh, now here comes the tactic. Dirty Dan Wilder wants to shake hands in the middle of the match.
He's a nice guy.
Well,
He's trying
I know
to be nice and make friends with Lenny.
The Texas Outlaws are a lot of things, but nice guys, not.
No, they weren't very nice to you just a short time ago.
Well, the Outlaws are a little upset. They have a lot of that Texas pride going on, I guess, and they don't seem to be able to comprehend the fact that right now they don't have the tag team belts.
And they should have. And
Well,
it's all because of my arch rival, that man that I can't stand, that little geek, Doug McCoy.
Well, I think Doug McCoy made a good call when he held up the belts after that fiasco. And I think the board made a great decision in deciding to handle it in the manner that they have. We have had a lot of interest in those tag team belts developing. Up to this point, you know, the Outlaws have pretty much dominated the tag team areas in the World Wrestling Empire, and I think it's a good chance for some of the up-and-coming tag teams to show their stuff. Dirty Dan Wilder backs Lightning Lenny into the corner, gets a nice chop. Meanwhile, referee Doug McCoy is ordering the hold broken. Lightning Lenny is able to reverse it, sends Dirty Dan Wilder into the turnbuckles and misses. Dirty Dan Wilder barely able to duck out.
There's a 2 count by McCoy.
Kick out by
The action is
Lightning
really
Lenny.
fast tonight. Lightning Lenny has set the pace at a fast rate, which takes Dirty Dan off of his normal game plan, which is slower, more methodical, not as quite high impact.
Looks like right now like Dirty Dan Wilder's tactics are to take a chunk of leg out of Lightning Lenny.
Maybe he didn't get to eat before he came out tonight.
Chewing on that drumstick, really going to work there. You know, I guess if you can't do anything else to one of these guys, that's a tactic that'll work. I wonder who thought of that, him or Bone Crusher Bobby Burns?
I wouldn't really consider that much of a drumstick. I mean, this guy's really, really skinny. If he's hungry, he ain't going to get much meat off the bone.
Suplex, nice move. Lightning Lenny is injured on the mat. A little slow to get up, trying to back Dirty Dan Wilder off with a series of punches there. Really working on him, able to push him into the ropes now. Big whip and a nice shoulder sends Dirty Dan to the mat. Elbow drop. Oh, and I think Dirty Dan Wilder's in trouble on the mat.
See, Lightning Lenny spends way too much time catering to the geeks and freaks around the ring. Right there was an opportunity to cover Dirty Dan. He could have tried it. He wouldn't have got it, but he could have tried it anyway. But no, he's catering to the freaks around the ring.
I think what you're seeing
is he here to win or is he here to
Lightning
impress
Lenny
people?
wants to keep carrying the momentum of the match. He knows Dirty Dan Wilder's not ready to be pinned yet, but he wants to keep that momentum up with the crowd. And you know, the crowd has a lot to do with the emotions of these wrestlers when they're in the ring. Oh.
Big forearm right to the chops of Lightning Lenny.
Dirty Dan with a whip and then big forearms. Lightning Lenny's down. He's in trouble now.
Uh-oh, here it comes. Right into the mat. That was kind of like Dirty Dan says, Lenny, meet Matt. Matt, meet Lenny.
Lightning Lenny trying to shake it off right now. Dirty Dan Wilder reaches in, stalks in on the man. Sets him up. Looks like he's going for, the neck breaker.
Beautiful move by Wilder. Lightning Lenny is going into a seizure, looks like. Little wallet in his mouth. He's going to swallow his tongue. Oh, no, he's back up. He's all right.
I think Lightning Lenny's very upset about the proceedings up to this point. Both men putting a lot of pressure on each other. Lightning Lenny, whoa, there's the whip off the ropes.
There's Lenny with a windmill head scissors.
Oh, that's the same move Lightning Lenny used on the Texas Outlaws when they met in the tag team match. Good move, that right there. You know, if Dirty Dan manages to get back into the ring, I would think that after that we will see a pin very shortly.
Well, I think what it does is that really throws off the equilibrium of Wilder. Lenny not giving him a chance to breathe, getting right back on him, setting him up for a suplex back in the ring.
Oh, Dirty Dan able to hang up on that ropes, reverses the suplex.
And
Dirty Dan Wilder pins Lightning Lenny. What a move!
Right there is your winner, Dirty Dan Wilder, accompanied by Bone Crusher Bobby Burns.
Oh my gosh, what a match. Well, we're gonna let the action clear out, let things settle down right now for just a second. Meanwhile, we're gonna take a commercial break while referee Doug McCoy tries to explain what happened, and Lenny is obviously upset. We'll let that straighten out in the ring. Right now, we're gonna get a word in from our sponsors. This is Prince Devlin Blanchard. Can't believe I said that. Down the ledge, don't go away. We'll be right back.
Insurance if you have a car, boat, or motorcycle, even if you have traffic tickets or a DUI. If you own a business, if you are a renter, Try Us for Insurance has been serving Oklahomans since 1951. We are property and casualty insurance specialists. Try Us for Insurance, an independent agent for property and casualty insurance. Try Us for Insurance, 831 North Sheridan, Tulsa. That's 834-5663.
Sir Knight Formal Wear has the tuxedo for you that is the right style, the right color, the right size, at the right price for your wedding, prom, or that special occasion. It's Sir Knight Formal Wear. Open 7 days a week with 2 locations in Oklahoma City and at South Roads Mall, Tulsa. When you need to look right, Sir Knight Formal Wear.
Have you been through some rocky relationships lately? Watch Singles TV and bring somebody new into your life.
Singles TV every Friday at 6 p.m. on Cable 9.
This Saturday night, the World Wrestling Empire returns to the Air National Guard Armory just off of Highway 169 and 46th Street North for 2 for 1 night. That's right, 2 for 1 night. 1 free with each paid admission. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Bell time is 8 o'clock. That's the Air National Guard Armory for the World Wrestling Empire. Remember, only $1 for kids. Be there.
Welcome back to the World Wrestling Empire, geeks, idiots, and freaks at home. I'm Prince Devlin Blanchard, the sexiest man in the world. Now, coming up, 2 of my favorite guys, Renegade and Predator. It's the first time we've had the opportunity to see these 2 men tag together on television, so you're in for a treat. And their opponents are from the Boy Scout troop or something. For the introductions of the match, let's take it to the ledge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, in some tag team action. Coming in first with a combined total weight of 478 pounds. You know them as Renegade and Predator.
They are escorted to the ring by flamboyant Flamin' Raymond. Renegade, of course, was robbed of the light heavyweight title when Shane, Juan Valdez, Cortez, Felipe Pedro, Kabumba defeated Flamin' Raymond in a match that should have never taken place. Predator, good to see him back after the chain match last week against Cortez, Gomez, Felipe Pedro. For the introductions of their opponents.
I want to tell you stupid, idiotic people out there in TV land, this is pretty crappy. You make us wrestle these military expense boys. We're going to make them, all they are is an expense to you people out there in TV land. They're the military expense.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, their opponents this evening from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, with a combined total weight of 420 pounds, the Military Express.
Sergeant Dumbo and Sergeant Gooberhead of the Military Express. Look at these 2 guys. Man, these guys are so ugly. If they sit in a cat box, if they sit in a sandbox, a cat would bury them. I got lost somewhere in there. I am overwhelmed by their ugliness. This guy, Sergeant Hecubus over here, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He likes pain, don't he?
He loves pain.
I'd like to dish some out to him.
Incredible, unbelievable. Sergeant Todd and Sergeant Harmon.
You know, I was going to say when these guys sit in the sandbox, the cat tries to bury them up, but I misspoke and said that they sit in the cat box, but of course that's what guys like them would do.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to run
sometimes
them into the ground,
I kill me.
I got to tell you that I think the Military Express is pretty gutsy with the way they get in here and handle some of these guys. And we've seen a big improvement in them over their last couple of matches. I want to reiterate that the Military Express was not recruited into the World Wrestling Empire based on their current record. But they were recruited for the fact that the World Wrestling Empire Board of Directors feels like that with some work, this could be a very up-and-coming, talented tag team.
I have to agree with you on one thing. These guys have got guts to get in there against guys like Predator and Renegade. I mean, to me, that'd be like putting you in against Annihilator or something.
Well, for starters, I would be smart enough never to get in the ring with Annihilator.
Flamin' Raymond, the flamboyant one. How are you?
All these people are, these 2 Military Express and whatever, all they are is Girl Scouts. They're not Boy Scouts, they're Girl Scouts.
Girl Scouts, he says, Ledge.
Well, enough of the insults. I like these guys. I think they show a lot of guts and a lot of class to get in the ring with these guys.
He looks like a dead weight sack of potatoes. Big
oh, and Renegade going to work on Sergeant Hartman.
It's really, really good to see Renegade back in action. Of course, he was out for a while with that injured knee at the hands of Shane Cortez, and it's really good to see him back in the ring. Welcome back, Renegade. We've missed you, haven't we, Ledge?
Well, some people maybe have.
That's a yes or no question. Just say yes and we'll go on.
Okay, yes, and we'll go on. Here, how's that?
Just go on.
Oh, and right now in the ring, Renegade's taking it to Sergeant Hartman. Sets him up, big suplex. Nice move. Flamin' Raymond really working hard on his stable. Right now he's put together a good tag team with Renegade and Predator. They've been working towards this for a long time. Predator looking to be in good form. You know, Predator's still a little bit upset about that loss of the light heavyweight belt, though.
Well, he ought to be. And it looks like he's taking his frustration out on Sergeant Gomer and Lieutenant Goober, whatever their names are.
You can make fun of these guys all you want. Like I said, I think that they have the talent to possibly be a really up-and-coming tag team in the Empire.
Well, if they're lacking in talent, they are definitely not short on guts, because they have got a lot of guts. I wouldn't get in there against Predator and Renegade.
Not
Listen,
me.
Renegade, long time ago, before I saw the light and saw the truth, we had some problems with Renegade. Me, you know? I took a clothesline from this
who'd
man.
believe anybody having problems with you?
Well, they shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I don't have any problems with anybody, actually.
Good.
You know, I'm pretty easy to get along with.
Watch this.
Right now, the Military Expresso's having a little trouble getting along with Renegade and Predator.
Where is McCoy?
Nice move by Predator. Puts Sergeant Todd on his back on the mat.
I expect and predict good things from the team of Predator and Renegade. I really do.
Predator exits the ring after a nice suplex. Renegade is back in on Master Sergeant Todd, taking it to him right now. Nice elbow.
That looked almost like a combination elbow and headbutt, the way that Renegade dropped down on.
Now Renegade has a few words with your friend, referee Doug McCoy. Oh, look at this! Sergeant Hartman's gone after Flamin' Raymond over there on the side. Predator comes to his aid, takes that cane, goes to work on him. Oh!
That boy is messing with the wrong people when he puts his hands on
Military Express in a lot of trouble right now. Oh, and referee Doug McCoy has ordered the bell ring.
There's Renegade, belly to belly.
Renegade goes in after.
2, 3. Renegade covering Sergeant Gomer.
Referee Doug McCoy orders the bell ring. No indication. I believe we're going to see a disqualification of Flamboyant Flamin' Raymond's team. Oh!
You want to put your hands on Flamin' Raymond, little man? That's what you get. They're going to teach him a lesson.
Referee Doug McCoy orders Predator and Renegade from the ring. Checking on the man from the Military Express. We've had a disqualification of Flamboyant Flamin' Raymond's tag team.
He hit you first.
Raymond's obviously upset.
He hit Raymond first.
Military Express in the middle of the ring. The crowd is booing Flamin' Raymond. They're both trying to make their way to
the time will come and the day will come when McCoy will pay for his crimes. And I'm glad that I'm the guy that's going to take the retribution for Flamin' Raymond. Raymond's right. He should not have disqualified Predator and Renegade. Gomer laid his hands on Raymond first.
Well, that's all to be decided by referee Doug McCoy, but I'll tell you right now, we're going to take a short break, come back with some more action. This is the World Wrestling Empire. I'm The Ledge with Prince Devlin Blanchard, and we'll be right back.
I'm so sexy.
Hi, I'm Glenn DeWeese, the owner of Davcom Video and the director of tonight's show. And this is the edit suite where we put it all together. You know, it's a proven fact that people who both see and hear information remember significantly more than people who only see or hear it. Recent advances in video technology have brought high-quality video within the reach of even the smallest business or organization. If you have a video need for anything from large multi-camera shoots from cheerleading competitions to professional wrestling, or perhaps you want to showcase your product in a trade show or create a training video for your employees, Davcom Video offers turnkey production from scripting to making your copies. And we'll work with your budget to give you the best video product your money can buy. Call us now, 749-9447. References available on request.
On the World Wrestling Empire, JT Rocker and newcomer Scott Storm take on a renewed Damage Incorporated with Annihilator and Eric Awesome. Also watch as one half of the Texas Outlaws, Bone Crusher Bobby Burns, takes on the World Wrestling Empire heavyweight champion, The Beast. And then be there as the Southern Express battles Leopard Man and Predator. That's next week on the World Wrestling Empire. I'm standing in the midst of the Texas Outlaws, who recently pulled me aside and said they had a little bit of an announcement to make. What's this all about?
Well, there's no doubt in our minds that we are one of the finalists in the tag team competition, as nobody ever reached the height that the Texas Outlaws have in the WWE. And as a matter of fact, my brother here has got one announcement that you're going to find pretty interesting. Tell him about it, Biggin.
I tell you what, the WWE has ripped us off so many times, I've had it. So I'm going after the heavyweight belt. That belt is going to be mine. And Doug McCoy, you get in my way, you scrawny little runt. You done ripped us off from the tag team belts, and you're going to Fist City, brother. And Beast, you better be ready. You better be ready, because I'm coming at you, both fists, both feet, and in a flame of fury. Because, brother, I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to slam you. I'm going to bam you. I'm going to kick you, bite you, scratch you. I'm going to do anything I can to get that belt from you. So you just as well get your life insurance paid up, Bubba, because, hey, Bubba, you're mine. The belt's mine. WWE is mine. And if the board of directors don't get off their butts, they're going to be mine. And I think half of it's your fault.
Hey, I don't have anything to do with that, guys. You know, the board decided on that. Whoa, Bone Crusher Bobby Burns wants that belt he wants Beast's belt. I can't believe the guy's going after Beast.
Well, they ought to still be the tag team champions, and these are the Outlaws belts. The way I look at it is we're just kind of holding on to them for them. Now, if Bone Crusher Bobby Burns was to take the heavyweight belt from Beast, now let me ask you this: is Dirty Dan Wilder within the weight limit of the light heavyweight?
I believe that he is.
What a beautiful day it would be if the Texas Outlaws could take home all the gold in the World Wrestling Empire.
Oh, well, that would be a beautiful day to you. Well, I'll tell you, we got some beautiful things coming up right here. We got a great match coming up.
Already got
next.
one beautiful thing sitting right here.
Oh, man, can we get past this, please, and get on with this match?
Take off, Wedge. The Librarian, Scott Summers. What's wrong with this guy? What's wrong with this picture? Scott Summers in a wrestling ring, not in a library. He's going to be facing a man that's been on a winning streak, who is now under the tutelage of flamboyant Flamin' Raymond. And I'm talking about Leopard Man. Nobody knows what he's thinking. Nobody knows where he comes from, but all that matters is where he's going. And right here, he's going to be coming up to the ring. So, let's take it up to the ledge.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the third man in the ring, referee Doug McCoy. Coming out first, standing 6 foot 1 inch tall, weighing in at 220 pounds, from parts unknown, Leopard Man.
Leopard Man escorted the ring by flamboyant Flamin' Raymond. Man, looks like Raymond's got something to say. I don't know what that might be. Ledge is getting the information. What's the deal here, Ledge?
Okay. I have been informed that Leopard Man is 205 pounds and is interested in the light heavyweight belt. Well, his opponent this evening, ladies and gentlemen, you know him as one half of the Southern Express, standing 6 foot 7 inches tall, weighing in at 247 pounds, from Birmingham, Alabama, Scott Summers!
Wait a minute. Who is this coming to the ring with Scott Summers? Unless I am mistaken, that is Colonel Tom Parman. What is he doing back in the World Wrestling Empire? I thought Viper the Diaper was with these guys. Oh, that is Viper the Diaper.
Oh.
Looks an awful lot like Colonel Tom Parman. Am I right? Is Colonel Tom Parman in the house?
I have heard rumors that Colonel Tom Parman is somewhere near.
That's what I thought, but I figured you, being the well-informed man that you are, might know some factual information.
Referee Doug McCoy checks over both wrestlers now. Scott Summers and Leopard Man fixing to tangle it up here in the Empire tonight. There's the bell. Well, Raymond, I just know on the official weigh-in, they noted it at 220. Hey, I smell
look at
a
that.
rat
That's a
here.
slim and trim 205. Leopard Man looking good tonight. Looks like he's maybe been to Jenny Craig a few times and dropped some weight down to 205. Flamin' Raymond is determined to get revenge for what Cortez has done and get the belt back in his hands.
Oh, nice move by Scott Summers, getting in there and tangling it up early with Leopard Man. Leopard Man taking his time. Scott Summers stalks in on the Masked Marvel.
The Masked Marvel. I like that.
I marvel at why he's masked, actually.
Well, that's okay because, you know, you could call Scott Summers Wonder Man because people just look at him and wonder.
Well, they wonder how he is not the World Wrestling Empire Heavyweight Champion is probably what they're wondering.
They wonder why he's in the wrestling ring instead of at the circus right next to JoJo the dog-faced boy.
No, I really don't think that that's actually very necessary, you know. Meanwhile, in the ring, Scott McCoy and Leopard Man circling each other. Leopard Man goes for the kick, and Scott Summers able to catch his foot.
Let's not forget that last week, I went up to the ring to have a nice conversation with Doug His Own Grave McCoy. Nice, and I was polite to him. All I asked him was why he did not address me as Your Highness when he was mouthing me from the ring. And what did he do? What did he do?
I don't know. What did he do, Devlin? I'd like to hear this out of your mouth.
He sucker punched him.
Oh, I see that. Yeah.
The geeks in the audience, and he sucker punched him.
Oh, sucker punch.
He wants to put fuel on the fire. I'll put fire on something. But Leopard Man with a kick right in the chops. I think Summers' dentures went flying out there. And there's another one. Sabat kick. Ha ha. I like Leopard Man.
Leopard Man able to come back from some of the excruciating holds that Scott Summers has been able to put on him to this point.
Wait a minute, now I see Colonel Tom Parman.
Oh,
so
there
the
he
rumors
is.
are true. He is in the house.
Tom Parman is in the building. All right. Great to see a fine Southern gentleman back in the ring. Oh, Raymond's a little upset.
I thought he was out.
Colonel Tom Parman appears at ringside. He is, of course, the former or maybe new manager once again for Scott Summers and the Southern Express.
Big clothesline by Scott Summers.
Nice by Scott Summers. Oh, and Viper takes it to him. Leopard Man turned around. Viper was standing right there. Good chance at a quick shot. Leopard Man trying to get back to the ring now, obviously dazed. Having a little trouble. Scott Summers down to assist him back into the ring, being the true and fine sportsman that he is.
Oh yeah, real fine
So Leopard Man dives out the other side. He's trying to catch his wind a little bit, regain his senses. Meanwhile, Scott Summers takes the opportunity to shake the hand of Colonel Tom Parman.
I don't understand what Parman is doing back in the WWE.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious what he's doing back in the WWE at this point. I think he and Viper intend to take the Southern Express to the title belt.
Which just proves they need all the help they can get.
Well, I think when it's time to start the war, you need to bring in the big guns, and Colonel Tom Parman certainly has the experience to make those tag team belts a reality for the Southern Express.
Thought you said big guns. My opinion, Colonel Tom Parman is a derringer.
Colonel Tom Parman is a very knowledgeable and tactfully wise tactician. Does a fine job in developing strategies for the Express and for Scott Summers on an individual basis.
Yeah, what you said. I mean, what's next? These guys need all... Oh, man, did you hear that? These guys, the Southern Express, need all the help they can get. What's next? They're going to get an order from
Nice move by Scott Summers. Kick out on about 2.5.
Are they going to have to get an order from President Hillary Clinton?
Oh.
To give them the titles? I mean, these guys are bringing in Viper. They brought in Colonel Tom Parquet or whatever his name is.
Big whip off the ropes. Oh, nice move. Nice high back body. Leopard Man is taking a beating.
Leopard Man's not in a good position over there. There's Viper, Summers, and Parquet or Margarine, whatever his name is. Raymond, of course, he can't go over there and assist because he'd be outnumbered.
Oh, Scott Summers going after, and a body slam on the concrete. Leopard Man's in trouble. Scott Summers just body slammed Leopard Man on the concrete. Oh! Leopard Man going to work on Scott Summers.
McCoy calling for the bell.
No, referee Doug McCoy stopped the match. She's going over to try to break up the wrestlers. We've obviously had a disqualification here. They're both still slugging it out.
Here comes Raymond.
Raymond's going after Colonel Tom Parman.
Raymond's, they're right.
Oh!
They're tearing it up.
They're tearing it up now. Woo!
They are
Man, these two guys don't know when to stop. Unbelievable. Leopard Man is right in front of us. He looks to be out on his feet. Referee Doug McCoy has stopped the match.
What's he doing?
Double count out. That's it. Sending them back to the dressing rooms. God, we've got to take a break now and put things back together, straighten the mess out.
We're going to take a break.
When you drive by these storefronts, do you know instantly what they sell? Do you know the flavor, the quality of what's inside? Well, this is just one reason to turn to a Blaze window design for your sign needs. Made from a tough solar film that protects and insulates your windows and reduces ultraviolet rays, these graphics are practical as well as beautiful. Whether in a commercial or residential setting, let a Blaze design create and install a unique sign of your individuality. Oh yes, a Blaze can also fill your other sign needs, from banners to magnetics to auto designs. Call us now.
Have you been through some rocky relationships lately? Watch Singles TV and bring somebody new into your life.
Singles TV every Friday at 6 p.m. on Cable 9.
Let's call Domino's. They cost too much. Let's call Little Caesar. They don't deliver. Let's call Mazio's. They take too long. Let's call Pizza Hut. No way!
Guys, need a suggestion? Call Luigi's Pizza where you get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one with free delivery. Don't just stand there. Call and get 1, 2, 3 pizzas for the price of one. Hey, with all those pizzas, you can even call up the girls and you might just score a
touchdown.
Luigi's Pizza. Look us up in the yellow pages.
It's the Shop and Compare carpet sale at Bowen's Discount Carpets.
Shop and compare.
Heavy-duty commercial carpet, only $3.99 per square yard.
Shop and compare.
A new shipment of beautiful nylon carpet, only $4.99 per square yard. Bowen's has hundreds of rolls in stock with name brand carpet and vinyl floor covering at discount prices. Shop the other places and compare prices to Bowen's Discount Carpet, 7736 Charles Page Boulevard, Tulsa.
Shop and compare.
Bowen's Discount Carpet. We refuse to be undersold.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a World Wrestling Empire Light Heavyweight title bout. The third man in the ring, the referee. Oh, we have Steve Hartley coming out, the Atomic Playboy.
I like it. Let me tell you something, Sledge. It's the Atomic Playboy, Steve Hartley. You got it?
The Atomic Playboy, Steve Hartley, my good friend and special referee. When I face off against Dog McCoy, it's good to see you. I'm sorry that you have to dirty your hands and be a referee again. Now let's take it up to the ledge.
All right, coming in first, standing 6 foot 3 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds, from Atlanta, Georgia, Brett Knight.
Brett Knight, who had tagged with Annihilator a short time ago, escorted to the ring by Silverado, Daddy Warbucks, Daddy Moneybags. Good to see you. Brett Knight, ladies and gentlemen, quite possibly the man who could relieve Gomez of the belt. Now for the introduction of the light heavyweight champion, let's take it back up to the ledge.
His opponent this evening, standing 6 foot 1 inch tall, weighing in at 215 pounds, from Henrietta, Oklahoma, he is the World Wrestling Empire Light Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, the high-flying Shane Cortez!
Juan Valdez, the light heavyweight champion of the World Wrestling Empire, being greeted by all the weirdos and inbreds sitting ringside. Of course, last week we saw Shane Cortez against Predator in that dog collar chain match, and he's back again. Now,
all right, and the place is going crazy for Shane Cortez.
What you're going to see now is officiating and refereeing the way it ought to be done. This man is a fair and impartial referee that does his job right. Finally,
Finally, Hartley has made his way back. It's good to see him.
Well, I happen to know that he is an associate of yours, so I'm a little worried about that fair and impartial part. I have to believe Shane Cortez had no idea that Steve Hartley would be refereeing this match.
I don't think he had a choice in the matter, do you?
I don't know. Referee Steve Hartley checking over the wrestlers. He's getting things up, ready to go. Checking over Brett Knight. You know,
he's not really worried about
did quite a thorough job on Shane Cortez, but doesn't seem to be too concerned about Silverado. That in itself tends to bother me just a little bit. There's the bell, and here we go.
Now,
Shane Cortez and Brett Knight circle the ring.
Now this ought to be a good match. We've got a fair referee. We've got two equal combatants involved in the match, Brett Knight and Shane Cortez. Let's see how this one goes. There's a collar and elbow tie, a big toss by Brett Knight.
You know, and I find it interesting that this match occurred for the same reason that Shane Cortez was able to get the belts. Enforcement of the 30-day rule. You know, I like this rule. Let's make these guys get in here and prove who the person is that ought to be holding the belts, who the real champion, the best athlete, the whole 9 yards, right here.
Well, if Cortez can only defend his belt once every 30 days, he's not a fighting champion. He's a paper champion.
Well, I think that you'll find no other organization that forces their champions to wrestle on such a regular basis to maintain their championship status.
That is
so,
true.
Hey, you won't see it anywhere else but right here in the World Wrestling Empire.
Oh! Big body slam, Brett Knight.
Did you see how high Brett Knight was able to get Shane Cortez into the air?
Brett Knight is adrenaline. He is solid adrenaline. This man has so much enthusiasm and power and thrust. I like Brett Knight. This man is energy. He is perpetual motion.
Well, as long as Shane Cortez and the crowd keep going, Shane will feed off that energy and use it to attack Brett Knight. Oh, nice move by Shane Cortez, and Brett Knight dives out underneath the bottom rope.
Hartley asking if he pulled the tights there.
I'm a little concerned about how this match is going to transpire with the Atomic Playboy Steve Hartley in the ring.
It's going to be fair. Finally, fair and impartial officiating.
Oh, nice move by Shane Cortez. Oh, good takeover. Oh, nice dive. Drop. Shane Cortez. Brett Knight is out of the ring, and the place is going nuts. Telling you, these people are really into this action tonight.
Cortez threw him.
Blanchard Band Appreciation Night.
Cortez threw him over the top rope.
Cortez used a high drop kick to send Brett Knight over the top ropes and out of the ring. It was the momentum from that kick that sent Brett Knight over that rope and onto that concrete floor.
Brett Knight is not pleased. Cortez knew when he drop kicked Brett Knight that there was only one way around, and that was out.
I'm sure
he did it anyway.
I'm sure at this point Brett Knight has to be reconsidering his strategy. He seemed fairly confident that he was ready for Shane Cortez, but I think the power of what we have seen from some of the moves by Shane Cortez has got to throw a wrench in the works of the strategy and tactics that Brett Knight intended to use tonight. I just don't think he realized how strong the guy is.
He has incredible power, resilience, second wind. I will give Shane Cortez credit, but you've got to give Brett Knight credit. He is smart, he's crafty, he don't like too many people, and he does like hurting. Hi, Hartling, good to see you. Good to see you.
Oh, you know, well, right now we've got Devlin Blanchard and Atomic Playboy Steve Hartley talking to each other while there's action going on in the ring. Brett Knight able to use that opportunity to shove the larynx of Shane Cortez into that top rope. Really tightened it up for just a second.
What was that? Was that like an eye gouge? Whoa, Frankensteiner by Cortez! Unbelievable! Out of nowhere! He came out of left field with that. Hit with Brett. I can't even talk. He hit Brett Knight with a Frankensteiner out of nowhere. Took him over and right out the other side of the ring.
Good move by Shane Cortez, showing his ring skill and ring savvy right there. Referee Doug McCoy just getting around to making the 10 count, taking his time, allowing Brett Knight plenty of time to get back into the ring. The crowd taking up the chore, counting it out for him. Brett Knight's up to 5.
What are these
6,
idiots
and he's
counting
back
for?
into the ring. Well, no, I think they were trying to indicate to the Atomic Playboy the ridiculousness of the situation.
Steve Hartley there got his shoe untied. He's taking a moment to
This is the
tie.
worst job of officiating I have ever seen. Steve Hartley is in the middle of the ring tying his shoe while Silverado and Brett Knight go to work on Shane Cortez.
I think this is good officiating.
This is pathetic. I have never seen the likes of this. You know,
My friend Steve Hartley is doing a great job.
This is terrible. And I can't believe that anything will happen tonight will be allowed to be enforced by the board. I just don't see any way it's going to happen when they see the tapes of referee Steve Hartley in the ring. There's just no way.
If the man's shoe is untied, he has to take a moment to tie it. He could trip and fall and injure himself. What's the matter with you?
I think Steve Hartley untied his shoe while I was watching it so he would have a chance to lean over and ignore what was going on. And of course, Silverado and Brett Knight were more than happy to take advantage of the situation when they double teamed up on Shane Cortez. Well, I think right now, like I said, I don't see any way that the board will allow the decision to stand on this one. No way that it will happen.
Hey, the referee's decision is final.
Nice move by Shane Cortez.
There are only two people, two parties in the organization of the World Wrestling Empire that can overturn a decision. That would be the board of directors or the head referee, Doug McCoy. And looks like he's in the back sucking down a soda, so it ain't going to matter. He ain't going to make any decisions anyway.
Both wrestlers showing signs of real wear and tears. However, Shane Cortez able to get over on Brett Knight, goes for the pinning combination. Oh, and a slow count, unbelievably slow count by Steve Hartley.
That was a fair count.
Oh, please, my grandmother can count faster than that.
That's a compliment to your grandma or an insult to your grandma?
That's an insult.
Irish whip right
the
there.
Travesty that is occurring in the ring right here tonight. Unbelievable. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
We could see a new light heavyweight champion here tonight. The way things are going with Brett Knight taking control of this match, Steve Hartley's fair officiating, we could see a new champion tonight.
You know, this right here is exactly the reason that we need people out there in the TV audience at these events to help boo down and discourage these kind of tactics in the World Wrestling Empire today. I want to encourage everybody to come out here and express an opinion about this.
All right, we got Brett Knight back and Cortez up to the ropes there. Hartley's making a count. There's 2. Clean break. Oh, and there's 2.
Slugging out in the middle of the ring, and Brett Knight dives out underneath the bottom rope. Oh, good move by Shane Cortez. The crowd is going crazy. They're obviously in support of Shane Cortez.
Look at that. See those people? Did you see that woman there?
You know, look here. Referee Steve Hartley is not even counting on Brett Knight. He's just now started to 2.
He's counting. What's the matter with you? See?
He is, you know, at this pace, it might take 5 minutes for him to get to 10.
Well, that's what they need. With Doug McCoy in there refereeing, Silverado and Flamin' Raymond's guys have no chance at a fair match. So finally, we're getting a fair one, and Cortez ain't doing too well, is he?
Big belly-to-belly suplex. Brett Knight in a superior position over Shane Cortez.
That was the belly-to-belly suplex. That's Brett's forte move.
Shane Cortez able to tangle up into the ropes.
That's it. We got a new champion right there. Hartley counted Cortez's shoulders down.
I can't believe what I have seen. I cannot believe what I have seen. There is no way that this will be allowed to stand. Referee Doug McCoy has entered the ring now. Looks like he's going to get involved with what's going on.
I don't know what's going on here.
Referee Doug McCoy says no pin. He's obviously telling Steve Harley there's no pin going on.
Cortez
just declared Shane Cortez the winner of the match.
Once again, a travesty of justice.
Justice has been served.
I am getting sick and tired of this. Sick and tired of Doug McCoy. This was a fair match. Harley did a fair job of officiating.
There's nothing fair about this match at all. Nothing at all. Shane Cortez deserves to hold that belt. This was a joke.
Why is McCoy overruled?
Out.
Why is McCoy overruling this decision?
Oh, I think that's pretty obvious to everybody, but you,
I just about have all I can take of Doug McCoy.
Hey, and now they're going after Doug McCoy. Devlin Blanchard and Steve Harley. Oh, Devlin runs his head into the corner post. You know, this is exactly the kinds of things we need to stop in the Empire. I need all the cards and letters I can get from you folks to present a petition before the board to get these guys out of professional wrestling. You know, Doug McCoy's got a chair now. They're sizing each other up in the middle of the ring. These two guys have been going after for weeks and weeks now. Devlin Blanchard just throws a fireball at referee Doug McCoy. Doug McCoy's chasing him out of the ring with that chair. Unbelievable. Devlin Blanchard ethically has no business getting involved in these matches. No business. The call made by referee Doug McCoy was exactly the right move. Unbelievable. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a short break and get all this sorted out. Maybe get Devlin Blanchard. I don't know. This is nuts. I'm the ledge with the World Wrestling Empire. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Need insurance? If you have a car, boat, or motorcycle, even if you have traffic tickets or a DUI. If you own a business, if you are a renter, Try Us for Insurance has been serving Oklahomans since 1951. We are property and casualty insurance specialists. Try Us for Insurance, an independent agent for property and casualty insurance. Try Us for Insurance, 831 North Sheridan, Tulsa. That's 834-5663.
This Saturday night, the World Wrestling Empire returns to the Air National Guard Armory just off of Highway 169 and 46th Street North for 2 for 1 night. That's right, 2 for 1 night. 1 free with each paid admission. Doors open at 7 o'clock. Bell time is 8 o'clock. That's the Air National Guard Armory for the World Wrestling Empire. Remember, only $1 for kids. Be there.
50 years since they joined together, the Blind Boys still...